The Mike and Tony Show is intended for a mature audience. Listener discretion is advised.
Hey, this is Jose Francisco Espinosa, and you guys are listening to the Mike and Tony Show.
Wow, I had to look last second, Pierce. It's episode 248. I almost said 47. I just can't keep track anymore. It is a Saturday morning.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're the studio's a little different. We're back to a table, which we had for the vast majority of the years we did this.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I just felt like we needed a table, not to mention the cameras we have are specialized for like this, like to be right here, like this.
Right there in our face.
So, and I have full control again. I don't have to fucking walk half a mile over here to, no, for the listeners, this is a very small space actually.
Yeah.
Still sucks. It still sucks. But anyway, it's starting off on a positive note this morning.
Yeah. Saturday morning.
Yeah, Saturday morning.
We went out last night. That's why we didn't do one last night.
Correct. We went and saw John Brown's Body.
And Giant Walking Robots.
And Giant Rock. Yeah. I had a lot of fun last night. Did you have fun last night?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Dude, I definitely, by the end of the night, I'm not going to lie, I felt like a pretty old dude. Dude, I would, because
I'm standing so long. I've been standing so long.
I told you yesterday we played basketball.
Yeah.
And so the kids at school were playing basketball because this last hour of the day on this Friday turned out to be this thing where the high school had an assembly and then we took all the kids outside. And so we had basketballs. And so they started playing basketball. And so Mr. Dollar went out and just, schooled a couple of kids.
Smashed on some kids.
I did. I might have got a little carried away, but then I had to remember I'm 46 years old and I got plantar fasciitis and a fucked up left knee. So, I was paying the price last night because there was no seats. It was standing. We were standing. We strategically located ourselves as real old men do.
Around the pole.
Where there's something to lean on.
Yeah.
You got to be able to lean on something.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, it was good. It was a fun show. The Giant Walking Robots, they're a Denver band.
Yeah.
They had a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
A lot going on.
Yeah.
But I was telling you last night, it didn't feel like any of it wasn't where it's supposed to be. Everything tied together pretty well.
That is so rare to see something like that where you have so many different people doing so many different things and everything just comes together. And I was going to tell them that dude who sat in with them last night on the hand percussion,
dude, yeah,
he should be part of that band. Don't you think? I feel like that guy is fucking, he was good.
Dude, like,
I can't imagine his fingers though. Cause as somebody, I played hand drums a lot too in my youth.
Dude,
you can fuck your fingers up.
Oh,
That's why they tape their fingers and things like that. The guys who play those hand drums we were pretty far away, but I couldn't really see, but it looked like his hands were not taped.
No, they were not taped. Yeah, they were not.
Yeah, he had dreads, the whole thing,
Yeah.
I mean, that dude was fucking in it.
Yeah.
No, it was great. That was a really fun show. You know what one thing I've really been enjoying about when we go see live shows is that because there's some crazy shit happening right now with like AI music.
Yeah.
These musicians coming out. And I hate to say it, some of the songs are fucking good. You hear it. I don't know if you've heard some of these, but there's like some really good songs. That one, I think I sent it to you, the 50 Cent cover.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, bro. It's so good. There's so many like that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's getting to be a weird space, but live music, it's a whole nother thing. I was last night, I think I said that to you. I was like, AI can't replace this.
No.
There's nothing in here happening right now. So unless people lose our desire to have this experience, which I could see happening with everyone burying the phones. But that's why I was saying, I was like, it's these people. Where are all these people? Like when you look on the internet, you don't see these fucking people that we saw last night.
Yeah.
We're out at a reggae show on a Friday night, just having a great fucking time.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal. So what I like about it though, is that in like artistry, we have AIs. You also have like the big ass artists, Beyonce and Jay-Z and all these people with all this money and all this power and shit like that. But when you go see live shows, like the headliner, I love that consistently when we go see shows, the headliner is a little older.
Yeah.
They're a little older, right? Like last night we saw the openers. They were good.
Yeah.
But they seem like a band to me that was together 2-3 years, maybe 5 years, something like that. Then 30 years of experience walked onto that stage. And you can feel the difference.
Yeah, well, like you said, the harmonies, how they would harmonize together. Dude, then that organ player.
Bro, / guitar player.
Yeah.
Or no, I'm
the
thinking
organ
of the
player.
first band.
You're thinking of the first band, The
Yeah.
organ player for John Brown's Body.
Yeah, bro. So good. And they lug that. It's a real ass organ.
Yeah.
They lug that thing. It's so big, dude. It's so big. But he was good. He was getting it so much. It was incredible. And just the stage presence of the singer.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Kevin. Yeah.
Such a small guy. That I felt like, I'm going to be honest, and people are going to, I can't imagine if this one goes on TikTok, just the comments that I will get. Because I'm a diehard Bob Marley fan.
Uh-huh.
I felt like that's the closest to watching Bob Marley I could ever get. That dude to me has a Bob vibe. And when I listened to the studio music, it was good, but something about his voice doesn't translate like it does live.
Yeah.
Because hearing them live last night and listening to him sing and the lyrics, the power of those fucking lyrics, like how good of a lyricist is he? Does he do? I don't even know. Does he do all the writing?
I'm not sure. Yeah.
But they were good. So yeah, John Brown's Body, also a clever name.
Yeah, like you were saying.
Yeah, I don't know for sure, but it seems to me it's probably a play on, Sheriff John Brown.
Yeah, they're from New York, in Boston, by the way.
Interesting. I was wondering though if he's one of those guys that his accent only when he's singing. He sounded, I don't know if it was Jamaican. He seemed like he had some kind of accent. No,
he's been called Kevin. So his name's Kevin Kinsella. He's been called of the father of East Coast reggae. Yeah. But no, he's from Ithaca, New York.
Either way, dude, I don't care. It was so good.
Yeah.
The songs are so good. And the Bob Marley vibe is there to me. Like it's not, and I'm not just talking like any old person who just barely knows reggae and fucking is like, yo, sounds like that reggae stuff like Bob Marley. No, it sounded like Bob Marley. The licks that they did on the horns, the way they did those fills, that was like when Bob was at his prime, right before he passed away, when he was like in his 30s at that point.
Yeah.
The music that they were putting out at that time and the way the live shows were, like if you've ever seen those clips of Bob Marley and the Wailers live in Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. There's so many good shows. So many. And I felt like they encapsulated that. And you know what else? I saw it in him and I saw it in the keyboard player. Those guys were fucking smiling from ear to ear the entire time.
The organ player.
So happy.
Dude, the organ player was just ear to ear.
It was infectious.
Smiles all the time. Yeah.
You're like, damn, I feel good just looking at these guys because they are living their best life. They are having such a good time, and the music is slapping, bro.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah.
So good. And that's a thing we're seeing in reggae now, too, with the bass players, is that they tend to have a bass and then they have a set of shit, synthesizers.
Yeah.
And
yep.
There's got to be a better word. We got to find a better word. I'm going to talk to ChatGPT about this.
About what?
Because we always are like, what is that thing called? You could ask Dave. I don't know. Just because I don't know. For anybody who's wondering what the fuck we're talking about, it's like bass players, when you see them live, you can see what they're doing because there's so much synthesized music now. And so they basically play the bass on like a little mini keyboard and have different effects and shit like that. But they switch back and forth. And you see that at least in reggae. I don't know if anybody, I'm sure other bands do.
I have an inkling of what it's called, but I want to confirm on what I think it's called.
Are you checking the internet?
Yeah. But no, yeah, it was good vibes all around. And I like, me personally, because I like ska.
Yeah, yeah.
I like horns. Dude, I love horns in bands. I love horns in bands.
Dude, and the licks, though.
Yeah.
The licks that they played, that was one of everything about it, it was just so rootsy.
Yeah.
The bass lines, that bass player, oh my God, dude. He's one of the best I've ever heard. The bass player for John Brown's Body.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know his name. But he was fucking ridiculous. Same with the drummer. their drummers. You could just see, you could feel 30 years, because I've been doing this a long time, playing a long time, and I haven't toured extensively and stuff like that, but I've been playing for 20 years. And I feel how much of a veteran I feel like. And then you see those guys and you're like, that's another level.
Yeah.
And again, that's why I like live music, because that's the way it is. You see the people that are crushing are the people that they're getting old. No offense to Dirty Heads, even Dirty Heads. You know what I mean? To me, they still have a young sound, but that's because I'm old too.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Did you figure it out? What's it called?
No.
No luck.
Electric harmonics, bass amplifiers, DI boxes. No.
Maybe. I don't know.
No. Yeah, I don't know.
Do listeners even understand what we're trying
No,
to
they're probably not.
figure
I don't
out?
understand. It's probably a drum machine, right? Just like a modified drum machine,
Yeah.
probably.
Yo, ChatGPT, what are the things that bass players are now playing where they're really just playing on a keyboard, period? I've seen reggae bands with bass players where they switch back and forth between actual strung basses to hand-played synthesized bass, period. What is that shit called? Let's see.
Dollar, did you just keep on saying period after everything?
I know. I think I did I? It's just a habit from voice texting, because I do that all the time. By the way, my kids say that's an old person thing.
Yeah, that is an old person thing.
Yeah,
dude.
well, I'm old. What the fuck you want from me? It's just called synth bass or keyboard bass.
Yeah, that's all I found too.
Yeah, a lot of reggae, dub, funk, and modern pop bands will have bass players switch between a traditional electric bass guitar, the string bass, or a synthesizer or keyboard set up to play bass sounds, sometimes with a dedicated synth bass module. Yeah, okay. A Moog bass. That I know we heard last night. It's a kind of classic sound in funk, so I know that first group. Some of the bass shit they did. That first group was fascinating.
Yeah, the
giant walking robots.
Yeah. They were everywhere. They were funk. I was telling you at one point in time, I was like, dude, this is some Daft Punk vibes right here, dude. They're doing some electronica. They were doing some dance.
Oh my God. Yeah.
They're all over, dude.
It was phenomenal. They were really cool because of the variety. That's what I really liked.
Yeah, we had a great time with them. Bought a hoodie. I bought a John Brown's.
Yeah, I never did get a hat. I was going to get a hat, but I honestly was just thinking my wife's going to fucking murder me. I have 6,000 hats, dude. I have so many hats. It's ridiculous. But I wear them. I wear hats every day, bro. You're the same. I mean, yeah, if you're not at work, I guess.
No, even at work.
When you go in?
No, not when I
go in. No, I know. Yeah. When you go in.
What are you talking about when I work from home?
Yeah. TR has a dress code for you.
But yeah, so it's like, yeah, I mean, it did feel like they were a newerish band, the Giant Walking Robots.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can see that they were playing together. Like you were saying, they had the likings of a jam band too.
Dude, they were the epitome. To me, they
just get together and just jam out.
Those songs were like 12 fucking minutes. I couldn't believe how long those jams were.
Me and you joked around, and they're like, all right, you guys want one more song? And I was like, they've only played 3 songs so far. It's like,
I know,
it's like an hour and a half.
Yeah. And I don't know, you probably didn't hear me. It was so loud in there. I had made a similar joke earlier too. I was like, is this their second song? I was like, this is unbelievable, but it's gotta be fun for them.
Yeah.
But then to me, as cool as it was, it really stood out when a very structured band came out that, I mean, they had all kinds of room in there for wiggling around and free flowing and doing, freestyle and stuff. But at the same time, there was very clear structure to the songs. Yeah. Whereas those guys, when they jammed, I was like, that's my kind of shit. I love fucking just like I do with the loop pedal. You're just fucking going on. All of a sudden, you're like, damn, this has been 14 minutes on this song.
Yeah. Well, didn't you say you introduced yourself to their guitarist, the Wilson guy?
Wilson.
Yeah.
The guy with one
name, Wilson.
Wilson. Yeah. No, he was a badass. That guy was awesome because he was a keyboard player too. And he also had a synth. He had some kind of thing up there. And he was just fucking phenomenal. And it was crazy because from the crowd, to me, he looked like, I would have guessed the dude's probably like 48, 49. And then I saw him up close and I was like, oh, he's like 28.
What? No way.
Did you see him?
Yeah. No, he looked 48, 50 to me still.
Up close?
Yeah. Bro, he had nothing but gray hair, Dollar.
No, it was dyed, bro. He had blue in it. Yeah, I swear to God. I don't think we're talking about the same person.
Yeah, the short guy with the long fucking hair. Long curly hair, and it had this shirt that said something, had white.
Yeah, and he walked up and he was like super friendly. I was shocked. I thought he was going to be like a...
Bro, he's like 50 years old.
Ain't no way, bro.
Yes, he is, dude.
No. Maybe that weed was a little strong. I don't know.
That weed
was fucking strong. I looked at you. So we took, for listeners, we took a break in between bands. And it was hilarious because we were remarking, there's a patio. Because I went up to the front, asked the security guy, hey man, can we go in and out? I got this bracelet. And he was like, no, man. He's like, patio's over there. He like points to the back.
He knew.
Yeah, he knew. And then when we walked out there, I felt like I felt like in Wizard of Oz when they walk into, when everything fucking opens up and turns colorful. Because there was a shit ton of people out there, and I don't know, probably at least 40% of those people were smoking joints.
Yeah.
Which was crazy because it was a lot of people. And I couldn't get my lighter because I had left it in my truck. And so we went out there, asked the first person, and he was sparking up a joint himself. He's like, yeah, sure. Sparked it up. We smoked. And that shit was good.
Yeah.
That shit was good. I knew it was good because I looked at you. I mean, like when we were well into John Brown's Body's set, I looked over at you a couple times and I knew I looked the same. Where you're just like, whoa.
I was just like this.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah.
Fucking vibe.
Yeah.
It was a blast. Those are always fun. I'm glad that you always like get me to go do shit like that. And you have mad connections. So we always have tickets to fucking everything. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, everybody that you're connected to. Dave, all the fucking ways that.
Yeah.
And thank you for just being a good person, being out there working for real though. And just having those, because those opportunities are so fun. And and I missed out on that most of my life. Even in my youth, I never did shit, bro, because I was always on some mission or listening to those old inspirational YouTube videos.
I'll always take experiences over anything else. Mm-hmm. Just having those memories, those things to do, those those stories to tell.
Yeah, and then not just being careful to not get just in a super comfortable place all the time.
Yeah,
that's my issue. I'm too comfortable at home. I can sit at home. I have a million things. I have thousands of hobbies, Pierce. I fucking do so many different hobbies. It's ridiculous.
I know, because I think you get like bored real quick, and you're like, I got to do something else now.
That's why this studio's different every fucking week.
Because you were doing music, and then you were doing movies, and then all of a sudden, like, you got this thing where you're like, I'm gonna color.
Yeah,
I'm gonna color.
That started
adult
after
coloring books.
That started when I was on leave.
Yeah.
After I had the brain surgery thing, and I just fucking got into it, bro.
Yeah.
And what I found was, because I had an idea, I was like, I bet you people would like this if you posted online as time lapse.
Yeah.
And I did, and it worked, and people really liked it.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's fucking cool. My views have gone way down now that I'm actually posting like music content and regular. I post regular shit on there sometimes.
Someone comments, color something.
Yeah. That's the thing with TikTok is that not really, because they don't follow you always. They just see that same shit over and over. And I'm the same way. There's so many things I like all the time. I see the videos. I've never like gone to their page and like followed them or something, But yeah, I told you I've been overwhelmed with the comments on TikTok, dude. I can't fucking keep up. I told you for the first time, I was like, I just kind of checked out. I started glazing over when I was like, because I hadn't looked forever, and I opened it up, and there was just like, fucking shit tons, particularly on the one about.
Anytime we talk about guns.
Here we go. Let's go. Fucking. No, it's, people all have lots of opinions.
Second Amendment, and people are all in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so funny because like our stance, like again, my stance on it is like, I don't care. You can have, I'm not against guns. I don't need a gun. Like you can have a gun. I don't care. You can have all the guns you want.
Yeah.
I'm just saying something as being, more regulated, stuff like that, how we had talked and everything. And for the most part, like a lot of the people, some of the people in the comments were like, yeah, that makes sense. This and that, having, insurance, but not like a license or whatever, or something. Like some people were commenting on that too and stuff. And so,
what was the clip again? What the fuck were we talking about? It was about, Because there's a couple. Because wasn't there one about, we were talking about schools or something, school shootings? And then they were saying like teachers should be.
No,
some people were saying
security guards. There should be armed guards at every school.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's what it was. Yeah,
not teachers having guns. Dollar.
No,
this is not. This is not.
People make that argument.
What's her name? The old Secretary of Education in Trump's first administration. She's like, teachers have guns just in case in Wyoming.
Blonde lady.
Just in case in Wyoming if there's a bear. Remember, she was like justifying having guns because the bears.
Bro,
just in case. Like, I don't know how many bear attacks happen in Wyoming public schools, but
in school.
Yeah. Fuck the bears here. The bears here again.
I bet you there are a number of
fucking bears here.
Not in schools.
Not in schools.
No. That's not what I'm saying at all. I agree with you. I'm just saying. I bet you compared to here, maybe or something. You know, maybe it is a thing, but not that much of a thing. Fuck off. What are you doing?
I would feel like
that lady. What was her name, bro? That she was. Oh God, she was like of the devil to me, bro. What she wanted to do with education is so insane. Or even in Texas now, bro, with the putting the, what do you think of that? The 10 Commandments in the classroom. I don't think we ever talked about this. Did you know about that in Texas?
No.
Yeah, in Texas they've
Betsy DeVoe.
Yeah, that's her. Yeah, and in Texas they're putting up the 10 Commandments in classrooms.
Oh. I mean, it's a red state dollar.
No, I get that.
Yeah,
it's kind of fucked up though. What if you're Muslim or something?
Well, that's the thing too. Like, so my argument has always been, and again, your religion, you would do whatever you want, right? And again, I'm not persecuting any particular religion, but if you're going to allow one, you got to allow the rest.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I don't know how you avoid that.
Yeah, and if people want to like argue, like Christianity is America's religion, I mean, I don't know. There's not really.
We're founded on. This is a Christian nation. Is what you.
God we trust.
Yeah, the same way people don't like immigrants, and it's like all these things are how this country was made. If you think anything else, you're in denial. Like that's how the United States was made. It's a fucking. That's why they called it a melting pot. And some people say, "No, it's more like a salad ball." Or, long story short, a lot of different people have come here, and it's still a young country.
Yeah, for sure.
So whether you're talking about immigrants or it's just it's the history of this nation. That's how it is. You can't expect anything else to be different about it.
Yeah. But no, the comments do go wild.
Yeah. You can't read all that shit. I kind of just like, you know what I do? Scroll through the notifications.
Yeah. Well,
and you just kind of glance at them.
I also like in the comments how people how they go off of each other. So it's not even like we don't even have to say anything, dollar, because people just go after one another.
I know in
comments all the time
because they come from both sides.
Yeah, and I like one of them was like, "It's my God-given right to have a gun," and then another person commented underneath that it was like God-given, like quote unquote God-given.
Yeah.
And then another person said amendment. It's meant to be amended.
I mean, that's what Jesus said. Somebody fucks with you, shoot him in the face.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. What are
Shoot
we
first,
doing?
ask later.
Yeah.
Proverbs. Proverbs 1-187.
Yeah, that's funny. People are so wild with everything right now. And then this is a good segue because I did just want to talk very briefly about my album, dude, that I'm putting out.
Yeah.
But there's a song on there where I talk about there's like people on the left, people on the right, and people want to fight from morning till night, right? So why can't we ignite the fight for love and light? Because that's the whole point is like people we put so much energy, like you said last episode, into like being angry, you know, like those people who do that. It takes so much fucking energy to put into that negativity, to be that negative and just be that vibe. And it's like, why can't we take all that energy and put it into like just figuring this shit out so that everyone can be happy?
Yeah.
But it seems like some people definitely just don't want to be happy. I think they're addicted to being unhappy.
Some people thrive.
Yeah.
For that stuff.
But not me, bro. I get it out in the form of music. Yeah. Huckleberry Surprise. officially has a release date.
There you go.
It will be November 7th, 2025. It will drop on all platforms. It will be available everywhere. The title track, Huckleberry Surprise, is the third track on the album. It's an 11-song album. To any of the people that listen that are writers themselves that I have worked on collaborations with, I'm sorry. This thing was just sitting on my desk too long. It's not your fault. Some of you got stuff to me. Some of you didn't. No names mentioned. But either way, I think those are things we can still do in the future. But I just need to get this album out. Like I said, it was coming out in the fall. I needed it to get out in the fall.
Yeah.
And so now it's all good. So it's coming out. I'm really fucking excited. You've heard every track, I think.
Yeah.
And so it was one of the most, and I said this in a post that I put up, but it was one of the most fun, creative experiences I've ever had as an artist, because it was just me in a studio, just fucking around, working on shit, writing lyrics. You know what's the one thing that is funny about it though, is that it's so rare in my past where I have recorded a song that's brand new. So some of the songs, I hear it and it annoys me just a little, because now that I've done it 1,000 times, I'm like, I almost want to just totally redo it because it has a slightly different flow, And I've heard other artists talk about that as well. But either way, it doesn't matter. It's fucking envelope sealed. It's good to go. The name's decided. I changed the name and the album cover 3 times. You remember that?
Yeah. Yeah, it's already. Yeah, the publisher's already got it out there. The finals are being pressed.
It's already done.
T-shirts made, stickers.
It's already done, son. Oh my god, I needed to get on some of that shit.
Yeah,
yeah. And there was talk of doing a show.
Yeah, I was saying you need to do a show. You need to do a release party, Dollar.
Okay. So yesterday when I mentioned to you, and I even posted this on my music Facebook page, which by the way, that's a whole nother.
You got back?
Yeah, I got my fucking Facebook back.
Yeah,
which is insane. How the fuck did I get it back? So for listeners, I don't know if I had ever talked about this on the show publicly or not, but I completely lost my Facebook. It got hacked. Some weird shit was happening. All of a sudden I was locked out of it. And then I tried everything to get it back. And I couldn't. I emailed everybody. I was looking through I was going to Reddit. I was everywhere talking to ChatGPT, trying to figure out how the fuck do I get this back? Couldn't. Eventually I gave up. After several emails, several messages, several things that I tried, I gave up.
Yeah.
And then I got this handy dandy little, here, let me put the camera on me just for a sec. This handy dandy little, this is an iPhone
17 Pro.
17 Pro. People lose their mind when they see it.
Oh, your kids at your school.
I'm a Luddite, bro. I'm just like, yeah. Oh, yeah. I take it out for anything, and they just fucking start freaking out. So I downloaded Facebook on here. When I downloaded it, the first thing that came up was this really weird message that was like, hey, your account had been lost. If you can go through these steps to go ahead and restart your account and regain access.
Yeah.
We're going to have you answer a series of questions and do this shit and send stuff to your other email and blah, blah, blah. So I just went through the whole thing, and sure as shit, I got the account back. And it wasn't just important because it was my Facebook, but it was important because it was the main owner of our Mike and Tony podcast, which you also had access, so we were cool.
Yep.
But then the Tony Dollar Music was just out there, and it was still there.
Well, I did have control of that one too, remember?
Oh, because I gave you control.
Yeah, right before
Thank
it got
God,
lost. Yeah.
In case of emergency, that somebody would have control, and it's just not sitting out there. But I couldn't get control of it through my own account, which was really bizarre. And now I have everything back. It's just bizarre.
Yeah. It's nice though that it wasn't like hacked, like to the point where like they couldn't like do something to your music. I just don't know why it took
so long. Maybe they just figured out better methods since when that first happened. This was in into 2024 is when I lost it.
Yeah.
And now I just got it back, and what are we in?
Yeah.
September.
Yeah. So
So that I don't remember, where was I going originally, because that was a side note.
Just saying about the music, you were able to get that all set up, and you were thinking about the release party.
Oh yeah, God. I think I was going to talk about like 3 different things. No, yeah. So I was thinking about putting a band together.
Yep.
And I was like, if I'm going to do like a live release, I would want to do the album.
Yeah.
And I would I would hire musicians to fucking learn it and let's rock it out. Get multiple people in on it, like a bass player, a couple of guitar players. This big ordeal. But I'm also like a little pressured for time, knowing it's a busy time at work too and everything else. And it's a lot to put together. Where are we going to rehearse? We'd have to like find a spot in here with a drummer and all those people. No way, this spot's not going to work, dude. Not unless we just shut down the podcast for a little while, which we're not going to do ever. Till death do we stop doing this podcast. Do you feel the same way, by the way? I shouldn't ask you live on the podcast.
Yeah.
Because if it was no, that would have sucked. That would have sucked,
yeah.
And this is
I got a good couple months in me, Dollar. I'm going to be honest with you. He's got 1 or 2 months left in me.
Yeah. No. It's the highlight of my week, bro. I fucking love it. But I was sitting here earlier before you got here, and pulled out my guitar, and I'm just going through and playing the new songs from the album with just a guitar, no loop pedal, no nothing.
Yeah,
and I think that would be a way to go too.
Yeah, and I've always said that as well. That I like the
like
acoustic,
it simple,
the
straight up acoustic singer songwriter. Yeah, and I think at this point, especially with my knees and everything, I think I'm ready to move to like a sit down. I've always been a crazy stand up,
like an MTV Unplugged, Dollar.
I think moving forward, any shows I do, if I do them by myself, I'm just gonna sit down and I'm probably not even gonna use a loop pedal.
Yeah,
because I have so many songs, I can just play songs all night. The reason I like the loop pedals, you can make like last night, like what we saw, you can jam and make one song
forever.
9 minutes.
Yeah, you don't have to waste your fingers.
Yeah. Or your voice. I
I
was thinking about that guy's voice. I was like, that's a smart move.
Yeah.
Because they do so many jams where he's not singing for like 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Right? And then they finish and they start a new song and then there's a 4-minute intro before he sings.
Most preserved voice in the business. You know what I was thinking would be really cool? Like you were talking about the band stuff. I think it'd be really cool, like if you brought like Dom, on
just a bunch of friends,
or even like Avery, and in one of your songs they do like a freestyle, like rap on one of those songs, that you just jam into on the guitar and then just break it down and like do a little extended thing too.
Oh, bro, I love that.
Even if it's just like them two, right? You don't necessarily have to have another guitarist there or anything like that. Even just brought another person on just to kind of like rip it out, freestyle. But I know Dom or Avery would definitely.
You know what I've thought about doing?
Yeah.
That would be really fun and it would not take too much effort. I think it would, compared to the shit I do at work. Like
have me do ukulele?
Huh? Yeah. I was going to say you should do the ukulele, Mike. Wanted to ask you here on the podcast today. In fact, we're going to go on tour. I want you to be our uke player. What the fuck was I going to say?
No, what were you going to say? You were thinking about doing...
an open mic. Like starting an open mic somewhere. Getting in with somewhere.
Yeah.
Someplace that could really fucking use some music, and they don't know why they've never listened to me, is the Beer Garden right here.
Yeah.
They don't do music. I'm like, they have this beautiful...
It's the area Dollar too, you know what I mean?
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I feel like people would eat that shit alive. They're out there playing games. You know what I mean? If there's still people watching sports. There's still people eating. Yeah. It's beautiful. But if you had just a little corner with an acoustic guitar guy playing or something like that, it'd be great. But anyway, think about doing an open mic, but making it like making it open to everybody. Obviously, it's an open mic, but really fucking hounding my friends and bringing like high-level musicians in that have been doing this 20, 30 years, like Fresh and all these guys that are out here that really can play, Avery, all of them, and having them come in. Could you imagine, what's Avery's band's name again? I should know this. It's his most recent project, and it's been going for a while.
Yeah.
But either way, that level of music, if you could bring in like him and a couple of his friends and have them do, because then if the weird thing is if I'm doing a show and I'm bringing people in, we're going to do stuff together, right? Which is cool. But I would like to host an open mic where people come in and they do their own thing. Maybe we jam together as well, but it leaves it wide open until it turns into I think it would turn into a thing, bro. Like of all the people I know, like these are great musicians.
Yeah.
If I just decide to host it myself, I think I'd be a great host, don't you think?
Yeah.
I'd love fucking hosting. You could host it sometimes if you wanted to. Be our fucking MC guy. Fucking up there. getting in a little stand-up comedy. We could let stand-up comedy into it too.
Yeah.
It does get a little weird. I had a guy reach out to me. Was it through my website, I think? But he wanted to know, he's an aspiring stand-up comedian.
Okay.
And wanted to know if, he would love to open for me if I'm ever doing shows. And
nice, dude.
Yeah, which is cool. And we've talked about that with Mitch.
It's
a fun mix, but it has to be the right mix. It can be really weird.
Yeah.
And not the right mix, I guess. It's more the venue.
Yeah.
Like, where are you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you start mixing comedy and music, you got to know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we need to start asking our musician buddies about venues. We got to get this release party going, Dollar.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Yeah. If that's the case, if we have to do one, which you're telling me we do, and I told you you're my manager by default, fucking, you just become my manager.
I'm an unpaid manager.
I think I'm going to do the acoustic thing.
Yeah.
It's just going to be too hard to coordinate everything.
But like I said, with an AV or a Dom that comes in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was thinking, why not a lot of people?
Yeah.
Why not call Jordan, call fucking whoever,
Yeah. I mean, Jordan's a phenomenal guitarist too.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
She's the same as me. She's a rhythm player.
Yeah.
She's a hell of a acoustic rhythm player.
Yep.
Where she's got me beat, dude, is that fucking voice.
voice.
Good Lord, that girl can sing.
You need to collab with her too.
Yeah, no, we are. She's one of the people I'm talking about.
Oh.
Yeah. No, she was good. She got me stuff.
Okay, good.
But that's why I guess I'm talking to you, Jordan. Like, sorry about that. Like, we're still going to do that. It's just not going to be on the album. Not to mention the publishing gets a little weird. It's more complicated when you're releasing stuff.
Dude, I learned a lot about that too. Like just hanging out with Patty.
Oh yeah.
About the
side of
featuring versus and.
Ooh, tell me about that.
It's just they get paid different or they don't get paid, bro.
For the features.
Yeah. Yeah.
Depends probably on the individual contract and stuff like that.
Yep.
Well, then there's also the whole thing of the split, right? There's always a publishing and a writer. It's always 50-50.
Yep.
So if you don't put yourself as the publisher, you're leaving that shit up for grabs.
Oh, yeah.
And you're just getting the writer side.
Yep.
So there's that. It's you have to know what the fuck you're doing. And you have to be careful. If you're dealing with, especially if you're dealing stuff where there's like, you've got a label or there's like upfront money and support. Where you're gonna reach some people right away. You don't want to mess around and like not do shit the proper venue. I remember back in the day when we were young, we used to not email. We used to physically mail cassettes. By the way, there's a cassette sitting over there.
Yeah.
I saw it's an old one and it's like one of those blank ones.
Oh.
So I'm curious if it's something I
on it,
recorded from a long time ago. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
It's gonna be like a love jam to Myra that you never gave to her.
No, she's post cassette days.
She's post. Oh, okay. Oh, so that could have been some other girl.
Yeah, somebody from high school.
Yeah. I still remember that shit. Just like, oh, it's on.
Yeah.
The double record and play. You had to push both of them at the same time.
And for me, it's the double memory because it's those like listening to cassettes and everything. But it was also that's how 4-tracks worked. Is you'd put a cassette in there.
Yeah.
But unlike a normal player that has side A and side B, it would turn A and B. It would split each one into 2 and give you 4 tracks.
Yeah.
Right. And that was the whole thing. So you couldn't ever play it backwards. You could only have the one side of whatever you had.
Yeah.
And I just remember buying all these cassettes and just fucking recording all the time. And where I really would fuck things up is you use a cassette too many times, you re-record shit over it. Pretty soon it's so bad, dude. Yeah. It's so bad.
Yeah. I mean, it was like that too with VHS, right? If you record it over so many times, like the tracking would get off and you had to like,
I know.
Remember adjusting tracking? You're like, this is
so
tracking.
Annoying.
Like,
all that shit's so annoying.
Yeah. I know. And then my thing that I always crack up about is having the stack of blank CDRWs.
Oh, yeah. Writable CDs.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And just having a bunch of them because you were like, ooh, I'm going to do a new jam. Plug that in and like put a whole bunch of different songs on there and you'd always write on it with fucking a Sharpie.
Yeah.
Hip hop mix 1.
Yeah. Yeah. And remember recording shit off of TV on VHS?
Oh, yeah.
Recording games and stuff like that.
Yeah. My dad still does that. But obviously, they have it's not necessarily DVRs. You can back in the day, if you recorded something on TV, you had to watch it on the TV. Like you couldn't switch channels or anything like that.
Sure.
And I remember my dad like, don't watch TV downstairs. Because that one TV would have it being recorded.
And he'd fuck it up, and you all of a sudden
you're like, okay, where else am I going to watch fucking TV? Like, we only had one TV, Dad. Don't watch TV downstairs. Okay, where else am I going to?
Do you need to add downstairs to that
sentence? We have one TV.
Yeah, just don't watch TV. You can just say that.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad was very particular because he'd always record the Bronco games because my dad would work Sundays, right? And if he worked he always worked very early, and he still does. He works 4 to 12:30. Like the Broncos started at like 10, or I started at 11.
Yeah.
Then he'd miss a portion of the game, and then after my dad, since he missed a portion of the game, when he got home, he'd just take a nap. After work, and then he'd watch the game the next day, not the same day,
right,
but the next day.
Yeah, he was probably big on don't spoil it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd always do that, and then on top of that too, my dad was one of those people who read the paper front to back.
That's my grandpa. I told you
front to back, and so we would have stacks of papers in our living room.
Yeah,
because my dad would read them front to back, and when he was done with that day, I mean, he'd be fucking week or two behind. But he would read it back to back.
Those newspapers have so much shit in the ink. It's so bad.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I know.
Is it really?
Yeah. But my grandfather read those his whole life.
Yeah.
He smoked starting at the age of fucking 9. He drank hard liquor every day after work. And when he passed away, I'm trying to think how old he was. 84? 83 maybe? Which is crazy.
No, this isn't modern newspaper ink is generally not considered
modern.
Toxic.
Okay, maybe modern stuff.
Yeah.
You should look it up though from the fucking 80s and 90s. I bet you in the 80s and 90s
they're soy and vegetable based inks now.
Oh wow.
The modern inks are.
Wow.
They eliminated a lot of the heavy metals. That's what it was before.
Yeah.
Heavy metals.
When did that stop, I wonder? Because I also was a paper boy, dude.
Just chucking papers like that.
Well, yeah, and you're hand rolling them every morning.
Yeah.
Every day.
Ink all over your hands.
Ink all over you.
Let's see here. Well, the printing company has made strides moving to less toxic inks. The practice of wrapping food in newspaper. Oh, that was the other thing too. People used to wrap food in newspapers, right? Like meats and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't, because I remember we had in our day, it was the butcher paper.
Everything. I worked in a print shop in the 1990s, and it was all the rage then.
Yeah.
So it seems like post 90s, it's all soy and vegetable based inks.
Oh, I'm fucked. And I grew up, in chain smokers. My grandparents were chain smokers for most of my youth. All that shit they say, you're bound to have way more problems. That's crazy. I think about all the different shit we were exposed to. Definitely the generation before us is royally fucked. That's the stuff they were.
Well, 2 generations ago. Because dude, my grandma, she lived to 90.
No, I'm not saying that's what blows my mind is I'm like, what's going on with this sometimes?
Right?
My grandfather did everything you're not supposed to do.
Yeah.
He literally had a brain tumor and they had to remove it and part of his brain. It's fucking great. He was the happiest guy I ever knew.
Because they removed the angry part.
I think I did ask my mom that.
Oblongata.
Is that the angry part?
Yeah, remember Waterboy?
Oh,
this is the Abdullah Oblongata.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I'm trying to see your toxic ink.
Well, but no, we've heard enough. It's fucking toxic.
Like what I was saying, with my grandmother, she's 90 years old. My grandma smoked every fucking day, dude, until the day she was dying.
Yeah, that's why.
Capris.
My grandparents
and Virgin Slims.
As soon as my grandparents quit,
Virginia Slims. Yeah,
they quit and then had the issues.
Really,
that's the worst.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, once you're in it, bro, just stay in it.
Just commit. Full commit. Full commit. No turning back.
Yeah.
Around $1987.
87
is when they did the ban. for heavy metals and newspaper inks.
Okay, I'm good.
Pre-1987,
Thank
some colored
God.
inks. Pre-1987, some colored inks used in newspaper printing contain toxic metals such as lead, cadmium, and chromium.
That's not good.
Early 90s, the metal-based pigments were used.
So
pre-1987.
I would have been about 11 or 12.
When did you have your route?
So that would have been about 90.
Okay,
About
so you're good.
1990.
You're good, dollar.
Or 91, maybe. Damn. That freaked me out for a second. Because I was thinking about that. Because I remember I was in it, dude. And then I took over an extra route when my friend stopped doing his. I remember that route. I have so many crazy stories from that paper route when I was a kid. I remember one time I fucking wiped out in somebody's yard because most of the time I walked, but I had this bright idea I was going to do the bike, and I was skinny and fucking, I wasn't strong enough to control all those papers. It and weighs the front of your bike.
The momentum of trying to throw it and ride.
Yeah, so I have them in a basket. I'm wearing a thing with them on the front and back, and then I have some on the back of my bike.
Oh my God,
I'm just this fucking thing, and I probably weighed like 90 pounds, and I'm like
carrying 200 pounds worth of newspapers.
Went to turn, and the weight just turned the tire way too sharp. Fucking wiped out in somebody's front yard. Just papers everywhere, dude. Papers fucking everywhere. I remember the guy coming out with his coffee and a rope. Yo, okay? Like,
didn't even help you?
No. No.
He just watched
you. He looked like he just woke up. He was not to be bothered. So I remember that. The other crazy one that's really...
He's like this. One of those mine?
Yeah. Can I just grab one of these? Or... Can you hand it to me? That grass is wet. Take the dry one over there, please. No, and then another really dark story I had on my... This is crazy. I think it's so funny. We all have weird shit that happens in our life, but so many times when you're a kid, weird shit happens. You don't find out for years how fucking bizarre it is.
Okay.
And so this was... I might have told you this before. I don't know. But I was doing a paper route, and there was this... guy, this one house, and there was like in that neighborhood, bro, there was some meth heads and some weird shit happening, drug dealers and stuff. And I remember this guy had an ice cream truck was his car. It was like just his get around car. It was like an ice cream truck. But the guy had a pit bull.
Oh.
And I remember one day I was coming around a corner and I saw him pulling out, and I had seen him come and go a couple times in that thing early in the morning. And then he pulled and started driving. He's like driving toward me, like I'm going the opposite way, not at me or anything like that, just opposite direction. And I'm just kind of watching him because he always seemed like he was a tweaker for fucking sure. And so I just always, had my eyes on people like that just to make sure don't get too close or anything. But I notice he's driving down the road, and as he gets closer, dude, I realize he has his fucking pit bull chained to the front bumper.
Oh,
or like somewhere near the front left fender, like the driver's side fender by the front wheel. And he's driving, and the dog's just running. And I was just like, I remember it just freezing and just being like, what the fuck? I was like, this guy's too lazy to walk his dog. Like, what is he doing?
Yeah.
And then he just kept going faster and faster and faster. And I watched him fucking kill that dog. Eventually the dog couldn't keep up, fell, went under the tire.
Oh my God.
And he just killed the dog. And I was traumatized as fuck. I was like,
I'm sure, dude.
The fuck? I'm like sitting in math that day, like trying to think. Like,
you didn't tell nobody, dollar?
There was nobody really to tell. Like, who would I mean, I guess I could have told my parents or something, but my dad was at that time during that time, my dad was very absent, and he was in the house a lot. He'd be in the garage, but he was selling drugs out of the, had his friends in and out of there and stuff like that. So I wasn't going to tell him. My mom was working her ass off. She was gone all the time, and I took care of me and my sister. So it was just one of those things. But that's what I'm saying though, is like at the time, I didn't think about it. Yeah. But now I look back, I'm like, bro, you should have like got help.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, dude, you were a young kid. You just watched this guy murder a dog in front of you. Dude. Some tweaker. There's some weird ass people. Fresno's got some. I'm not saying overall about Fresno. Fresno, now that I've gone back as an older person, like it's actually pretty. It's not a bad place, but it's a very interesting combination. But for me, growing up, man, I've seen some of the weirdest shit I ever saw growing up in Fresno. That place is bizarre. Just a bizarre convergence of farmland and gangs and
drugs,
diversity, but everybody's conservative. Like it's just weird, dude. Where else do you find a place like that where it's, primarily ethnic minorities, but at the same time, they're like hardcore conservatives, old school Christian. Everybody's Christian.
I would say any kind of actual like older town, maybe, because you have a lot of ranch hands.
Yeah,
ranch hands, that are minorities.
Oh, sure. And the history of Fresno. This actually came out. I've been social lately, so I went out with my fellow teachers the other day, and was talking to one of them. He turned out to be from Berkeley. Where the fuck was I going to go with that, though? What did you say right before that?
Diversity, minorities, ranch hands.
Oh, Okies. About how the Central Valley in California, where Fresno's at, there was a huge influx during the Dust Bowl of people from Oklahoma and Texas and some of those things. And so we were just talking about how and this dude had the same roots, and he was from the Bay Area.
Okay.
I don't know how any of that tied in. Just rambling all over the place. Is it almost, no, it's not time yet. I was thinking about fun facts. Dude, so I listen to that Mr. Ballin podcast.
Yeah.
I saw one of the fun facts you did was about potatoes. And this one was crazy. It was this family living in a house, and the dad was making something. He was like chopping up onions, frying up onions on the stove, and then was like, "Oh shit, I just realized we don't have potatoes. Do we have potatoes?" And he like yells up to his wife on the second floor, "Do we have potatoes?" She's like, "Yeah, it's in the cellar." So he goes downstairs to the cellar, and then next thing you know, the other people in the house just kind of like smell fucking everything's on fire, the smoke alarm's going off, and the onions are just burned to fucking hell and gone. So grandma I think is there, so she like takes it off the thing, and they're calling, they open the cellar door and they're like, "Yo, are you down there?" And so then, long story short, one person after another, like, "What the fuck?" They go down there, but then nobody comes up. And like, "Yo," and then they don't respond. And they're like, "What is fucking going on?" One after another. And then eventually the grandma goes down too, and none of them come back. And then it's just a little girl. But when the grandma went down, she's the only one who left the door open.
Yeah.
And so when the little girl goes down there, she finds everybody dead. But it was from fucking old ass potatoes. The potatoes were so old that they had like some kind of they were rotting or something.
What?
Yeah. And so because when the cellar door was shut, it was a sealed area.
Yeah.
And so they were dying, but the girl was okay because it's toxic, like the shit that they produce.
Yeah.
But the little girl was okay because her grandmother had left the door open. So grandma went down there and it wasn't aired out enough. It killed her pretty quickly. But then by the time the little girl had waited and was like, "What the fuck? I guess I have to go down there." When she went down, that door had been open for a while, so it ventilated the area. Did you find it? Are you looking up the story?
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Potatoes can give
I don't know if this was more of a one-off type of thing that happened, or if this is something that commonly happens with potatoes. I don't know. The shit's fucking wild.
It was back in the day when root cellars were the things.
Because they're so sealed or something?
Yep, because they're sealed. They're not aerated.
Are basements? What does aerated mean? Like, clearly this is because we have a window, but like how? Oh, because we have central.
Yeah, you have air. You have the vents.
Sure,
all the vents and everything, so the air can get out. But in the cellar,
old days, it's just a fucking box.
Yeah, box, right? Just you're in the ground, nothing to escape.
Idea of the smell of a cellar comes from, right?
Yeah,
fucking musty, old.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that wild though, dude?
That's what it says here. Yeah, that's
the whole family died.
Noxious gas
so quickly.
They can knock out a person unconscious. So it knocks them out first.
Yeah,
but eventually they die.
Right, because they're still breathing the same air.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the comments on here is like, "I left some potatoes in a cabinet for too long one time, and it smelled like death. I didn't know I can die from it."
This smells terrible.
I mean,
what does that smell?
What does that smell?
Yeah.
I mean, if you stayed in there long
enough,
probably. Yeah. Death. It smells of death.
Yeah. Sometimes I wonder about if that's good for my mental health. Like all the shit that I listen to and watch. Because I love stuff like that. Like, I don't worry so much about the conspiracy theory stuff.
So are you saying you're going to try to put some potatoes here in the basement and see if it kills anybody?
No, I just think constantly exposing myself to like crazy stories and true crime and shit like that. God. You realize, am I supposed to take, as a person, am I supposed to take all that shit in? Like all the fucking murders happening and like weird stories.
What if that's like a perfect crime though, Dollar?
with potatoes.
Storing a whole bunch of potato killer. Yeah, the potato killer. Why don't you go down to my basement? Hey, go grab a soda out of the basement.
Yeah. Why are all the vents taped up down here? That's probably how people felt walking into this place before the studio was finished. They thought we were taking them into a potato murdering floor.
Dang. Think about that though. Like, and then it'd be like the autopsy would be like, he went down there and didn't come back up.
Yeah,
and like,
no, I thought those were good. I was gonna make us tater tots. I had
like,
no idea.
Man, you should probably clean this up. Yeah, I'll clean that up. A little wink at the end. I'll clean it up.
Yeah, just luring people in.
Or you don't even have to tell anybody, right?
The potato killer.
Or you don't tell anybody, right? Dispose of the body dollar. And then when they do the autopsy, then they're like, oh, he died from fucking...
Well, by the sounds of it, dude, you don't even have to do anything with the body. You just leave them down there. Because then every person that comes down there, they're not, by the time they react to the and go, oh, there's a... You know what I mean?
Wait a second.
Can you imagine the smell, the combination of the potatoes and the dead bodies?
People and
this is fucking dark. Where are we
doing?
Yeah, what are we doing on a Saturday?
I'm like, now I'm thinking like fucking the potatoes are growing roots in people now. Oh my God.
Oh, see that kind of
death
shit.
People potatoes.
Ugh. Stuff going into your skin and things like that. Like that shit. I can't handle that.
Oh my God.
Whatever that
like the
phobia is, I got it.
Like the what was it? Was that the Vietnamese torture thing with the bamboo? Because bamboo grows fast, and so
it grows through the
people. Like they were laying them down above the bamboos, and that they could grow right through them. Yikes!
No way, dude. That would not be good.
Or I think
how
that's
slow would that be too?
It's not that slow. They say that bamboo grows fast, dollar.
No, but I mean compared to getting stabbed, you know what I mean? Stabs like versus growing, it's like just barely going through you.
The pain, yeah, torture.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, bro. And then imagine too if it gets sidetracked and doesn't come straight out the other side. It just kind of like hits your ribs and goes at an angle. All of a sudden, it's growing down into your fucking spleen. Ugh.
Bamboo rates grow varied by species, but the fastest varieties can grow up to 35 inches per day.
Wow.
Per day.
35 inches per day.
That's equivalent to about 1.5 inches per hour.
That's exactly what I was going to do the math on.
Yeah.
Wow. 1.5 inches per. Oh, that's actually brutal, dude.
When it reaches its full height at about 60 days, that's when it stops its vertical growth at 60 days.
But it's long. You're probably dead at that point.
Oh, bro.
Bro, that's a awful fucking way to go. Oh, okay. All right. You know what? Let's change the subject because that's fucking dark.
Have you seen, keep on going on this, but not for long.
Okay.
The Mad Max, the one with Chris Hemsworth. The end shows like an ending of they planet the last like seeds of trees because there's no like trees and shit like that in back then or in the future, I guess. And so they had these seeds and they torture Chris Hemsworth. He's like strapped to the things and the tree's growing out of him. And he's alive still.
God Lord, dude. That's terrible.
Because they kept on like fixing the like not fixing the wounds, but maintaining the wounds and like feeding him.
Oh God, bro. Ew, that shit's fucking nasty. You know, so something a little lighter. The one thing that's really interesting is the ISS, the International Space Station.
Okay.
The people that that go up there for long periods of time, they have a warped experience of time. And part of the reason is because I did not realize
no day-night thing?
Well, they orbit the Earth every 90 minutes.
Okay.
So that means they have 16 sunrises and 16 sunsets in a regular day.
Yeah. So
their time sense is like so fucked up. I didn't realize that. And then also they think the zero microgravity, they call it, that it literally alters your time perception as well.
Huh.
So you've got this alteration happening. You're fucking getting 16 sunrises and sunsets a day. Yeah, you're just floating around in space. I just thought that shit was weird. That must be such a weird experience. And then on top of it, speaking of gravity, like you're like people who spend lots of time up there, they get atrophy of everything.
Yep.
Just, what was that movie? Wall-E? Isn't that the one where all the people are just blobs?
all the
just
fat
fucking,
people are just blobs. Yeah, because they had like robots and machines doing everything for them. So
yeah. And their bones were just like either gone or like all loose in their body.
They were like small. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like tiny. They're just big old blobs floating around. Something seems too accurate about where we're headed. I mean, about that seems.
Yeah, with people just like sitting in front of their computers and phones all day, just in chairs and yeah. No, I got to get out and do stuff. Like, I know, like people like there's people like they're like, oh, it's the weekend, it's just time to relax and chill out and blah blah blah. Dollar, if I sit down, like even if I watch football, like I'm watching the Cowboys, something like that, or even like it's a little bit different, like in the wintertime. But when it's like sunny, nice outside,
go do something.
I can't sit there, bro.
Yeah.
I can't sit there. I'm like, okay, I'll catch the highlights. I was like, I gotta go do something. It's nice outside. It's good. Like even if like that means I'm going to the store, I'm gonna go do some errands or anything like that. I just need to be like out.
Yeah. See, and that your instinct though, I think is healthy. Whereas for me, honestly, it's productivity. Sometimes I question myself, like, why am I such a hamster on a wheel all the time? Like I have a hard time relaxing. Like I have a hard time sitting down and being like, I'm just gonna fucking chill and watch tires, or something. Like it's so hard to get myself to do that because I'm always thinking, man, with like we just said, I have 16,000 fucking hobbies, bro. So if I'm not working on lesson plans or grading papers or writing a song or fucking editing a podcast or making clips or putting shit on social media, there's like a million things. Coloring. You know what I mean? Like I always feel like I should be producing something or like making this time effective.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. No, I can't. Yeah. I just can't sit around, dude.
I forced myself. Yesterday I came home from work. I had a nice little gap before our thing yesterday.
Yeah.
So I just sat out in the backyard.
Chilled out.
Literally nothing. I put my phone down.
That's fine. Like after work or something like that, just vegging out for a little bit, kind of bring the brain out of there.
Reset.
Yeah, kind of do a reset and everything. At that point in time, that's when I played my my little video game. It's like after work, I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna veg out here, bro, and just do something mindless.
Yeah.
But now, like the people on my game got me on Wordle. I've never played Wordle before.
I love Wordle.
I've never played it before.
I love it.
Until like they do the New York Times Wordle one, and it's all on Discord, and so like everyone can see how many guesses everybody took and stuff like that. And so yeah, I was like, oh man,
it's fun. That I started doing all those after brain surgery.
Oh,
they told me I needed to because in the beginning I was having a hard time spelling words and shit. Like it was really weird for a while.
Yeah,
so they told me to do all those kinds of, including crossword.
What is your first go-to word usually in Wordle?
Wait, I think we're talking about different things.
Wordle is the one where it's like 5 letters and you have to guess them until you get the right 5-letter word.
Oh, okay, no, this one's different.
Okay.
What's the one I play?
You probably like it's almost like a Scrabble game. That's what you probably play.
Wordscapes.
Yeah, something like that.
I play Wordscapes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it is. It's like a...
Yeah, so this Wordle is different. So you get like 6 tries to guess the 5-letter word.
Okay.
And so you have to keep on going like the same... and obviously it gives you like, so like when you're guessing it, it gives you like, it'll say like if it's green, then it's the right word and the right space. If it's yellow, it's the right, not the right word, the right letter. If it's yellow, it's the right letter, wrong space. So it's somewhere in that word is that letter. And then the ones that are, aren't in there are like black. Okay. So they gray them out. Right. And so you just you have 6 guesses to try to figure out the word.
Yeah, it's similar. Wordscapes is set up differently, but you have like a choice of letters and yeah.
Well, no, this is you get the whole alphabet.
Yeah.
So it's just the whole alphabet. And so my go-to word all the time is beast. I use beast first. Because, it has the ST, it has the EA.
It's a good starting point.
And that's usually, a lot of those are in words. And so I use beast first. It's always my go-to.
Maybe I'll check out Wordle. I haven't actually.
A lot of the people I play with are all European players, mostly. And one of them was like, my first word is fugly. All the time is fugly. It's a word, don't
Yeah, I could see it being a good start, right? That's a combination of words. Pierce, it's about that time.
Is
buddy.
it time, Dollar?
Yeah, it's
now
that
it's
time.
time to hit up those fun facts. All right. So this is the Not So Friday fun facts I said, and I even appropriately put it in there.
Yeah, you sent it
It's
at
Not So Friday.
thanks for my request was met immediately.
Yeah. So what is it? The ones that popped out for you first?
Oh my God, there's so many. I loved the LOL before the internet. Used to always mean lots of love. So it was a thing, but it was not laugh out loud.
Laugh out loud. Yeah. Lots of love.
Yeah, back then we just laughed out loud.
Yeah.
We didn't have to say it.
LOL. Yeah. No. The word crisp starts at the back of your mouth and ends at the front. Crisp. Crisp. It does. Because the last part is that p out.
Yeah. Yeah. Music is just as addictive as cocaine.
Yeah.
We were on coke last night, Pierce. Fucking rocking out.
Coke and weed.
Yeah. No, we were literally on weed, though. Figuratively, we were on coke because it was music, right?
Yeah.
No, that's crazy. I believe that, though.
Oh, yeah.
Something about music. I wonder
Because
why
it hits
music.
it's dopamine, right?
Yeah.
You know, it hits that part where it
I
just
wonder
releases
why.
it. Yeah.
Why do you think that is? Maybe because music is always historically social?
Yeah.
Maybe, is it? Was there some caveman back in the day just fucking singing his own songs? No one was listening. Except the
He
birds.
was banging on a rock and like,
Yeah.
and that's
Music's
that's
come a long way.
That's where mumble rap started with cavemen.
That's ridiculous. Applesauce. First food eaten in space.
Yeah, I mean, right? It's a little mushy and it holds well.
Well, we were just talking about applesauce the other day.
Yeah,
Because me and Chuck were like, how exactly do you make it, do you suppose? And I was like,
you don't want to know.
Oh, you know?
Well, so I mean,
Okay.
just like apple cider, apple juices, anything that contains a lot of the apple stuff, right? It's, they put in all the fucking apples. It doesn't matter if they're rotten or not, Dollar. They try to catch them, right, when they're doing like the separations and stuff, but it's usually like a machine.
The way you make it bulk. Okay.
Yeah, the way
we
you
were
make it
just
bulk.
looking like if we wanted to make some.
Yeah.
How do you make it? And it was surprising. It's pretty much like she was like, well, then you got to add water. I was like, I don't think you add water. It's apples,
It's already
right?
water, yeah.
Right, but I was like, you could probably add cinnamon if you
Cinnamon,
want,
yeah.
or like a little thing. But it's basically just fucking smashed apples.
And sugar, probably a little sugar.
I think that's what we said, depending on who you are.
Yeah.
Like, because she loves applesauce, but she gets those little squeeze ones from Costco.
Yep.
But they're like the low sugar ones, which is it's just fucking smashed
Hell,
apple.
yeah, it's smashed apple. That's it.
That's all that shit is.
I think that's what happened one time when I got that for Callie. She's like, I love applesauce. And we got that shit. And she's like, it doesn't taste like applesauce. I'm like, what does it taste like? I'm like, oh, yeah, this is that organic.
Yeah. No, Chuck's
Pure.
weird. Chuck's a weirdo. You know what? I shouldn't make fun of her because I honestly think it's because she's always had such stomach problems.
Yeah.
That she eats really pretty healthy
Yeah.
for the most part.
Yeah. No, I was watching a video of Jordan the Stallion, and he's the one that's like, hey, come here real quick. The one that always does like the videos like,
Oh.
let me tell you about this real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did this one. It was like he juiced an entire pineapple. And it was like the pineapple was like $2 or something, right? And he juiced an entire pineapple and he got the same amount of juice from one pineapple as like an organic one, like a organic bottle that was like $12. And he juiced the whole pineapple. $2, same amount as a $12 one.
You have to have a good ass juicer, huh?
Yeah, he uses those hard pressed ones, dude. And then they have this thing, Dollar, where you put the whatever the fruit in like a bag, and that way just shit doesn't go everywhere, and just juices it.
Oh, like a really thick bag.
Not necessarily very thick, but like one that's
Strong.
like porous, where it's not going to get the pulp out and stuff like that. Where it's just like the juice itself.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
The bag is like the filter. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
yeah, but yeah. He did that. Got a whole fucking pineapple.
But they charge $12 for an
Oh, yeah.
organic one at the fucking store. Get the hell out of here, bro. There was one that made me. Oh, this one made me laugh. The fact that somebody thought about this. The sentence "a nut for a jar of tuna" is the same when read backwards.
Yeah,
But also, I'm like, that's an odd fucking sentence.
right. Who says that?
A nut
I don't know.
for a jar of tuna. Okie dokie.
And then somebody was like this, hey, that's the same backwards.
Yeah, right. Can you imagine? Be like, you're definitely on the spectrum, bro. How the fuck did you immediately see that?
Speaking of spectrum,
Okay.
if your mom used Tylenol dollar, you might have the tism, just so you know.
Oh, is this what Trump's been babbling about?
Yeah,
oh, it's not real though, right? Okay, I don't really.
I mean, who knows, right? But like a lot of people are always saying, like, no, it's not.
If people took aspirin when they were pregnant, that it can cause
acetaminophen.
Autism? Okay,
yeah, acetaminophen, which she couldn't also pronounce.
Oh, bro, that was hilarious. I saw that little clip.
But no, so like Tylenol was introduced in the mid 1950s, and like the first case of autism was found like in the 1940s.
Okay, yep. Moving on. Shit does not fucking check out.
Yeah.
5 to 10% of internet users are actually unable to control how much time they spend online because of psychological addiction.
They just can't get off, dude.
Dopamine's a motherfucker.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's more prevalent than ever because of
kids,
the internet.
Yep.
They can see anything that they want. What was that one? I heard a Joe Rogan episode one time where they were talking. I don't even know if it's true. I'm just repeating some shit he said. But he said something like there was some really remote place where they never had phones. And then like they introduced phones to the village. Like almost immediately all the young boys were whacking off. That's fucking... It's really a...
What? It's right here? I just... Whatever I can look at?
Yeah, whatever I want. I can see like anything I want.
Fucking phone genie. This is my fucking phone genie right here.
Yeah. I just think it's funny. People are just so predictable. Our biology is the indicator of everything. Just like when two groups of people come together, they're going to always do two things, bro. They're going to fuck each other and they're going to fight each other or kill each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kill each other.
We're talking about fucking each other.
Yeah.
In 2005, psychologists and economists taught a group of monkeys the concept of money. Soon after that, the monkeys started to engage in prostitution.
That's us. Those are our cousins, bro. That's why it's weird. We have this consciousness in a weird way.
I don't want to have sex with you for $5, would you?
I'm not gonna give it $5.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so.
Immediately. So that really holds it to truth that money corrupts.
Yeah. It does.
Right?
Yeah.
Quite literally. Like they didn't even have any form of money. There was no currency. You introduced it into the group and immediately people be paying to fuck. Not people. Chimpanzees.
I mean, yeah, people too though. So
yeah. Oh yeah. No, that's and that's happening in every fucking city of every country in the entire world.
Oh yeah.
Again, we're a product of our biology, which is really interesting. We're evolved enough to know. That's one of the songs I have on the album. It's like we all know the right thing to do, but none of us fucking do it.
Yeah.
We just don't.
No, it's true. M&Ms are named after their creators, Mars and Murray.
I thought you were going to say Eminem created them.
Eminem.
Turns out before he was a rapper.
Well, yeah. Also, this one I thought was fucking hilarious because as a 43-year-old man, I've dated, married, all that kind of thing, friends, all that stuff. There's a book called Everything Men Know About Women. And it's a book of 120 blank pages.
I feel like, I know.
Because it's true, dude.
Yeah.
Not everyone is the same, especially women.
Oh, yeah.
You just can't, there's no book on that, bro.
Nope. There's not. There's nothing you can do about that. What else? What was one of the ones I was looking at earlier? Broccoli contains more protein per calorie than steak. Wow. Because steak comes with the fat.
Yep.
That's weird. I never thought of protein as broccoli is a protein food.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh. Very interesting. Eat your broccoli, boys.
Broccoli and peas. Eat some peas. Peas are good too for protein.
Peas?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
Pea protein.
You could see. Yeah, I could see that.
An adult male duck is called a drake. Was that Drake?
I wonder if
The duck?
how did he come up with his name?
I don't know.
He's a quack.
He's like,
Okay. Technostalgia. A nostalgic longing for old, outdated technology. That's real.
that is real.
That's real. Yeah, there's so many little things like that I miss. Everything from Game Boys to like
Yeah.
when I was really young, the grown-ups were into them, was those fucking football games.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You played little digital football games
Yep.
against each other. And you hold each little end. You're like this close to each other.
Yeah. Yep. I mean,
real
even
thing.
those handheld ones back in the day for us,
Yeah.
they had the little not even LED, like LCD, right? LCD screen.
Yeah.
Or it was like you only had like a thing to move back and forth, and
Yeah.
the Jordan versus Bird, stuff like that.
Yeah. Trying to think of what else technology wise. It's always like video games for me. Because even playing like I was that nerd. I played text games, dude.
Text games.
Yeah, when computers were internet was just a baby,
Oh,
and you could play
like the movie Big, where he's playing the wizard game, and
Exactly.
he tells you how to do it.
exactly like that. Yep. Yeah, I used to love like sorcerer games. I would be like a wizard in it.
Jesus, Dolly, you're old.
Yeah, they were fun, dude. It was so fun, and I remember my heart just thumping.
Yeah.
That'd be good for kids now. You have to fucking read. You have to read to have the experience a little bit. Says the math teacher.
Says the math teacher.
Who doesn't do English because he doesn't want to read.
When I was a kid, we had keyboard class, right? That was one of the classes. We had keyboard to learn about the computer and stuff like that.
One of the
and typing.
One of the most underrated, most important classes I ever took in my life that I never realized
Learned
at the
how to
time.
Type, yeah.
Thank God, bro.
And the chicken.
Because it
Doing
wasn't the same
pecking.
when we took it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People took it because of typewriters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then computers exploded.
Yep.
And thank God we had that.
Yeah.
And thank God they didn't change the setup of the keys
Right.
on a
Yeah.
computer keyboard.
We used to do that, right? And so we used to have Pause. That was the name of the program that taught you how to teach.
Okay.
That taught you how to type. Sorry. That taught you how to type.
Okay.
It's called Pause. And you would have to do Pause in that class for a while. Or if you finished your lessons, right? The teacher would just the technology teacher would be like, here it is, finish your lessons. Once you're done, then you can play a game. And it's like, oh shit! And so that's when Oregon Trail was popular because that was the actual floppy disk when they were actual floppy disk, right?
The 7.5 ones.
Yeah, and that and the other game that we got to play was Remote Control MTV. You ever remember that show, Remote Control MTV? And it was like it was basically like a game show where they did like pop culture and trivia and stuff like that. But they sat down and they were like, this.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was hosted. I think Pauly Shore hosted it too.
Okay.
At one point in time, where he was part of it.
Yeah, he was a big part of MTV, bro, back in the day. Pauly Shore.
Yeah. But yeah, so we used to do that. And then, when we used to type in keyboarding class, they used to put that cover over your hands.
Yeah.
So you couldn't look and you had to be like.
Yeah. You know, that shows how old I am, Pierce.
Why?
Because I took that my freshman year in high school.
Uh-huh.
And maybe it's also a testament to how broke my school district was, but it was typewriters, dude.
Ooh.
I had to do that whole fucking thing. Yep. And it was around the same time that I remember dot matrix printers was the thing. You had to fucking peel the perforated edges off because that's what pulled it out of the printer.
And then you make your little accordion thing out of the perforated thing.
Yeah.
Right? A little accordion paper thing. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. I can't believe how old we are. Like the fact that I don't know who anybody.
I can't believe how old you are. You said typewriters dollars. You were like, dearest Georgeth.
Well, hey, there wasn't that much technological development in 3 years.
I'm writing to say cordially invite you to my birthday.
Yeah, you were born 2.5 years after me, so it's not
you make it sound so much older.
Yeah, sometimes I think I overly own my oldness. I really do. I've always been like that. Same way I've been saying I'm going bald since I was like 24.
Yeah, you're like, but you're not.
Certain things I'm just getting it. I'm just accepting shit early, so when it comes here full force, I'm not in denial. Because that's the hard part when you see that.
Yeah.
There was, people watch like crazy. There was a little bit of that going on. There's sometimes people they're not aware that the way they are living does not match the age their body is.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
That is a thing.
It's a fear of mine, like being unaware of something like that.
Yeah, well, I told you September 24th, 2025 was the last day that Mike Pierce lifted heavy weights.
Yeah. You're done.
I'm done, dude. I was going overboard again. Put fucking 750 on the leg press.
That's us guys.
And I was pushing. It was my last set. And on the last one, pushed it and I felt it right in my quad. I was like, oh no, that popped.
I told Myra about that. And she's like, did he get looked at? I was like, it's Mike. Ain't no way he's going to the doctor for that shit.
It's fine. It's just
he'll go in a year and a half when it still hasn't resolved.
Yeah.
And somebody forces him.
Yeah. Exactly. But no, yeah. But yeah, that's why I was having a hard time coming down the stairs today. I was like, and then yesterday, just standing there just for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, fuck. So now I'm just like, I'll just do higher reps, less weights.
Dude, somebody said something weird to me last night. And
at the concert?
Yeah. So
I have one too. When you're done.
Okay, yeah, I would love to hear it. So this guy is like, remember the part when Kevin was saying, I want everybody to jump on this one.
Yeah.
Right? And then we were like,
oh, is that when the old guy turned around to you?
Yeah, I think he was older, huh?
Yeah.
He was a little older.
Okay.
He walked by and then he said something to the effect of when he asked everybody to jump, he's like, I don't think you should jump, sir, or something like that. And then walked by and then I was like, just kind of fucking digesting it for a second. Like,
did you just call me fat?
Am I fat? Is that a fat thing? What the fuck? What are you talking about? But then he also like had me, you saw him, he like had me by the shoulders.
Yeah.
Like, so I was like, maybe I'm just a big guy or maybe you're just fucking drunk. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But well, okay, what was yours?
So mine was, remember the guy with the girlfriend that kept on going back and forth in between us?
Oh yeah.
Back and forth in between us.
Yeah.
Well, like the second time he came back, he goes, hey guy, can I get by? And I was like, that's when I was leaning against the pole and I stood up and he goes, fuck, you're huge.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Did you? Oh, I thought you heard that because I heard you giggle behind me. But he was like, "Fuck, you're huge, bro."
That's funny, dude. Yeah, that was what was appalling to me, Pierce. Is it the two of us standing there,
and everybody wants to go between?
There was
us.
like at one point there was like quite a bit of openings and opportunity, and people wanted to go literally right between us. We're standing shoulder to shoulder, right next to each other, and that's the choice people are making. Like I'm going to go through those two guys.
There was the one guy, the shorter guy, who like literally I was leaning on the pole. He's like tapping me, and I was like looking around. He goes, "Hey man, can I get through?" And I was all,
"Yeah."
What the like?
Go over there.
And he like, and when I moved like to look back at him, then he's like, "Thanks." And he like walked through, and I was like, "There's nobody to the fucking right of me, dude."
With the position I was in, people were tapping me on the shoulder nonstop.
Oh yeah, because you're right by the bar.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah, but we had to be stationed there because I needed something to lean on, bro. Only because of the day. It was a long. Yeah, I already get 15,000 steps on a normal teaching day, but then I fucking hooped it up with those kids.
That's funny.
Doing shit I shouldn't be doing. Which, by the way, I really noticed. Like, I could put the moves on them, and I still got moves, but they don't look like the moves they used to look.
Yeah, no.
Like I go to move, I'm like, why is it so slow?
In your mind, in the mind, you look like you're like.
Yeah, and then you watch somebody gets a video of it, and you're like, "Oof!
Oh, hey,
at least I made it."
That's not fast at all.
Yeah,
they must have just been confused on what I was doing.
Yeah, I really need to keep working on the dunk though.
That's funny
because I got an alley oop from a kid yesterday. It was fucking awesome.
Like, yes.
But it was like a
tap,
a really close layup.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, fun fact. So we're still on those.
Oh yeah, fun.
This one, obviously, I resonate with this one. The firstborn children tend to have a higher IQ than their siblings.
Yeah, I know. That one is very backed by research.
It is dollar. I mean, you know that for sure.
Yeah, that's 100% true. Yeah, 100% true. We are the smartest siblings, and it's not our fault.
Not our fault.
Science.
We were first.
Science.
We were first.
Mm-hmm. Also, your brain is 60% fat. Fathead. It is true though. I didn't know it was that much, bro.
Yeah, well, that's like when people like diet down, like bodybuilders and stuff like that. They have brain fog. Yeah, they have brain fog because their body is, going off of brain fat reserves now.
Right, because things like walnuts and
Yeah.
avocados and stuff are all supposed to be good for your brain.
Yeah.
Like those healthy fats. Interesting.
Yeah.
Pluto will complete its first orbit around the sun since its discovery on March 23rd, 2178.
Are we going to be around, Dollar?
Bro, what episode will that be?
Dude, that's
fucking what?
We're not going to be around for that, Dollar.
No.
Not even our kids.
Well, you will with your bionic self.
Yeah, cyborg self. Yeah.
I'm gonna figure something out. I'm working.
I just got the brain will keep on going as long as everything else is pumping and going. And
you'll just have a little apparatus for me here. I'm like the brain and that. What is that in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Krang.
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 Yeah, that'd be me. I'll be here in like a little bubble. It's just a brain and my eyes. Oh, that's freaky!
Yikes! Maybe we'll do something about that. Maybe I'll put like a cutout of you.
Yeah, and you have no problem doing my voice though.
Yeah. So
you would just like all the hours recording, you just take all that shit and make it do whatever.
Use
the more recent shit.
Whatever you were thinking, right? It'd be whatever you were thinking, and and then the computer would obviously generate it for you.
Mike and Tony Show, episode 6,000 to the 10th power.
Or like our generational ancestors will be like, yeah, my great grandfather still does a podcast.
The Mike and Tony Show. We're still in the thousands of listeners.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. It is wild to think about that stuff. Like when you really wonder, what is me? Where am I really at?
Yeah.
Because we all know there's something beyond just the body. Yeah, but if you use the voice recordings, use the more recent
ones, yeah.
Yeah, because have you heard us in the early episodes?
Oh, yeah. We're babies.
We sound like different people. Yeah. We're like, okay, Pierce.
We're babies, dude.
Babies.
Those ones.
When we started those, yeah.
We got some man voices now.
Yeah. I'm surprised at how not terrible the video quality was in those early ones. Like episode number 1.
Oh, yeah.
Which were a little awkward for sure in that first episode. But the lighting and stuff, we filmed in a dim room. There was no lighting.
No lighting.
I don't even know what fucking camera we used. I think it was a laptop camera.
I think so, dude.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it was on a laptop, like an Asus or some shit.
Yeah.
Something like that. It's crazy to think. Something that I am proud of myself, just a characteristic I have, is being resourceful, dude.
Yeah.
I've always been so resourceful. The way we did shit thing, I just patched everything and worked with whatever I had.
Yeah, adapters like crazy.
Fucking adapters, we're filming on a laptop for this camera. On this camera, we got this other. They used to have those actual digital cameras.
Yeah.
I know we did it on that for a while.
Yeah.
Recording onto a Korg D1200 and then a D3200. And then you just get to now, and you're like, man, that is the cool thing. In 2178, when we do episode 6,300,
it's going to be streamed inside people's brains.
yeah. There won't even be mics though, or anything.
Yeah,
we'll just
be mind talking to people.
We're just going out into the universe with our brains, eating fat.
Damn it, the Mike and Tony Show is in my head again.
Yeah, and because I'm only a brain, I guess that's all I'd have to eat, like walnuts and avocados.
Ooh, no! By then they're gonna have like a feeding tube, dude. Just like of nutrients. It just feeds your brain consistently.
What is life at that point, bro? The tangents we go on.
The whole time, Dollar's just like, I just want to die.
Yeah,
please.
Yeah, you program some algorithm into my thinking to just make sure I never want to not be here anymore. Yeah. I love being here.
Everything's good, Tony. Everything's good.
This is the best, Mike.
Everything's good, Tony. Yes, everything is good.
Yeah. You're sitting there just.
So I lifted 15,000 pounds today, Dollar.
For my breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where it's going to be. I am a little nervous about getting older because the world's getting crazier. That's the one thing that sucks, Pierce, about us living in a time when shit's getting so wild, is that as our bodies slowly give out, and hopefully not, but possibly our brains, knock on wood, is that it becomes harder to be in touch. It becomes harder to defend yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like as shit
everything's taken out of context.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah. Well, what the Jesse Water things? What he said about like when Trump was when the escalator abruptly stopped in the middle of their ascend in the UN. It stopped like right after they got on, right? But then like Jesse Waters on Fox was saying like we should bomb the UN and blah blah blah, and everyone's like, isn't that a terrorist threat? Like, couldn't you be taken off the air?
Dude, the things they're saying,
right?
Now,
like, why can't he be taken off the air if Jimmy Kimmel was taken off the air for Charlie Kirk?
And not even for Charlie Kirk, for fucking making fun of Trump's ridiculous reaction to Charlie Kirk.
But that's what it said, that like the Jesse Waters guy is just chilling out, even though he made like terroristic threats, like, yeah, we should bomb the UN and da 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 da. And it's just like, oh my God. And then like in the comments it said like, someone will probably say it was taken out of context.
It's a crazy world we're living in, Pierce. That's episode 248. It's over.
It's over.
We're done.
And with that,
I'll never see you again.
Yeah, that's it. That's the end of, well, no, I have 2 months in me. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Well, for now, dollar. It is a wrap. Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for listening to the Mike and Tony Show. Appreciate you more than you ever could know. We're just two regular ass dudes sitting in a homemade studio talking shit. It's all about keeping it real, guys. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, wherever. Thanks for listening.